Hey guys, this is Carl from electricbikeblog.com and I'm here to talk about the Luna X-1, which I've had for about a week now and I've been riding it every single day, and this bike is insane. So it's just unlike any other e-bike I've ever ridden. So the X-1, this is a 21-inch frame and it's built around the M600 Bafang drive unit, which you'll see right here. It's about 7 pounds. And it comes with a 32-tooth chainring, which I think is perfect because it allows you to climb up really steep inclines with the giant 52-tooth rear steel gear without using any motor power at all. So it's got a GX derailleur with a long cage. It's got 6 inches of travel on the rear wheel. It's got 27.5 plus tires, which I really love. I really love the Maxxis Minion. Been meaning to try this tire for a while now, and it's really incredible. The front fork has about 160 millimeters of travel, and it's called the Yari fork, and I really like it. I mean, it's not the best fork money can buy, and it doesn't have a lockout on it either. But it does have an adjustment here that allows you to select how much the fork compresses. And the display is pretty fantastic. I'm going to turn that on real quick. It's black and white. It's a real minimalist display, but as you can see, I'm in full sunlight right now, and you can really actually see what the display shows. It's got a dropper post, so if you press this, the post goes up and down. And I've got it not fully out to the minimum insertion, but pretty close. And this frame for me is just perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the throttle on the bike real quick, which it's going to be loud because any bike that you run the throttle on, when you just lift it up, is going to be loud. Just to give you some idea, noise-wise, of what you got from the X-1. But I'm also going to do a short video here just riding it around, so you can see that although it sounds pretty loud when it's got no load on it, when you're riding it, you just really don't feel like it's that loud. It's a lower pitch noise. It's gear noise. It's not so high pitch and whiny like motor noise. You can see it's got 200 millimeter rotors. And the other thing I'm going to talk about is the front fork. It's got a boost fork with 2 spacers on either side. When you take the bike out of the box, the spacer on the disc brake side will hold on to this little piece right here, and if you ride it without that piece, you'll fuck up the front rotor will rub against the frame, which is something that I did. You definitely don't want to do that. So, all right, I'm gonna show a video just to show you how loud the motor is while you're riding on the M600. This is power level 4 going uphill. I haven't greased this motor or done anything with it. It's just straight from the factory. This is power level 5, which to me feels too powerful. You can see I can only get like a half a pedal stroke in before I have to stop. It's not that much louder than 3, which is what I usually keep it at. And let's go down to 2. 2 is about the lowest I ever use. And then there's 1, which unless you're really pushing on the pedals with 1, nothing happens. So I think 3 is the best. With 3, you just sort of cruising along. I love this bike. It's kind of everything I want a trail bike to be. It's pretty lightweight, pretty fast, lots of travel. My biggest complaint is the problem with the front hubs coming off the spacers. The noise doesn't bother me so much anymore. And sometimes the pedal strikes. I think the cranks on this bike are about 1.5 centimeters too long for how much travel it has. And when you jump, you definitely want to land with your pedals level. But it just eats up the roots. Oh, this section starts to wash over. Shit. I know a lot of people are really complaining about how loud this bike is, but when you compare it to something like the Tangent, it's pretty much silent, in my opinion. The Tangent is very loud. The Cyclone, very loud. This motor, not very loud. Sometimes I'll shift up to power level 4 going up hills if I don't want to work. But man, that feels pretty good going through.